Gainesville, Florida, the Swamp, where they say only Gators get out alive. And that seems to be even more true if it's under the lights. And that's where Florida is for this opener at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium as Florida will christen a new season tonight. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Gators ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will go to work first. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it from the gun. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Gets it out quickly. On the move at the 30. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Buffaloes racing to the line in a hurry-up. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Williams. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bucks!
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be danged, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Florida's offense will have its first possession of the game. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going for it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
And no surprise, this offense has their foot on the pedal, trying to take advantage of a defense that struggled in their last game. Obviously, they lost that one, but nice play early, swatting that ball away. That should help this defense's confidence.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Off play action. Unleashes it on the run. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And back to the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Golden. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Gators are flying down the field. To the air on first down. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
With the catch, it's Williams. And they pick up just a few on that completion. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Lewis wants to pass. It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Wants to go up top. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Finds his man. It's Williams. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
You've got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play. Ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Gets it inside the 30, down to the 27, a pickup of 6. The Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Buffaloes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
And I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. They'll immediately call timeout. Fourth down, and this crowd trying to help this defense rise to the occasion. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Finds his tight end. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line, a 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Lewis to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, you've been following a magnificent game there in Gainesville so far. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Buffaloes will kick it off to start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy.
He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Florida! He walked away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Touch pass on the jet sweep. There he goes. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. The give to the single back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Lewis wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking downfield on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Gators trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gator! And that one will give them the lead. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Buffaloes can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Plows through the defense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Lewis to throw. The sure hands, it's Williams. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the 1st down, they've got it at the 40. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. To the ground with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Red pass, it's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Lewis wants to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Great job by the defense.
Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Williams. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Williams. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Well, I love the play call late in the 4th quarter now. You're just trying to get athletes in space. They throw it to him just short of the end zone, and he does the rest. And because of it, his team now has the lead.
And he tacks on the extra point. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quick step and go. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Creates a little room. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the 1st down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. On the move, it's Clark. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Trying to get behind the defense. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling the close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.